What's up, everybody? It's Ben here, and look at what I got. I figured out a way to get some Douglas sector beadlocks. So this week's blog is really just kind of like starting some other stuff here. I've got the 4-seater up on the lift. I found a used transmission, so I can try to fix the hole that doesn't belong in this transmission. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this transmission and the car to a guy I know that's a Polaris authorized factory certified mechanic. I don't know, whatever. I'm going to take it to him. He knows what he's doing. So also I've had long travel. I've had aftermarket suspension arms and rear radius rods for that car for a couple of months. I got from TMW. They're the HCR arms. I had those for a while. I just hadn't got around to putting them on. And you basically have to disassemble the rear suspension anyways to replace that transmission. So I'm also going to have him just put on those arms. So I'm not really going to get in the habit of doing instructional videos for the work I do on the RZRs. I don't feel like I'm qualified. I don't know enough about them to do that. So my instructional videos are pretty much going to be limited to the Yamaha stuff, but or more specifically the YXZ stuff. But anyways, so that's happening. I'm going to unload. So I got Brooklyn's car. Her new differential is shipped, I believe. Alan told me it was shipped this week. Last weekend was the first ride with Carter's new Performance rear differential. So the video is coming soon. I'm going to complete both of those installs, and I'm basically going to take footage from both of them to make those videos. I did finally finish I'm doing just this like rearranging of all my wheels and tires. So like here's the wheels. These are Kaiser polished beadlocks that have been on Carter's car. I'm putting different tires on those, but I'm going to have them polished up while they're apart. And then I'm going to do some messing around with all these Douglas wheels too. And blah, blah, blah. So I'm kind of using this opportunity to shuffle around wheels and tires. This is all stuff I really wanted to do before the riding season started for the dunes, but a little too late, and it's okay. We got plenty of cars, so we're just going to keep on trucking, and it's fun. It's fun. Got these cool new seats. Ordered these from Weller Racing I don't know, it's been about 4 or 5 weeks, something like that, which is typical turnaround for Simpson seats. So it's just good new seats. The seat that I love is the Simpson Vortec, and then the matching harnesses I got all for the 4-seater, and then I also got a red set for the 2-seater, or just one red harness for the RS1, because it came with big fat 3-inch red harnesses, and they rub, and so I don't like that. So anyways, just swapping the harness on that. I got a couple other things for that RS1 as well. These are UTV Inc doors, so whatever. So check this out. I've had up here on the rack, I've had this set of 15x7 Douglas non-beadlocks that have old Yamaha YXZ pattern. It's 4 and 110. So I haven't really been able to use those. And about a couple weeks ago, right after the Sand Sport Super Show, I talked to the Douglas rep, and they still make parts. So I bought centers. This is the billet CNC machined center that goes in sector beadlocks. So I'm going to use these centers in the old wheels that have the old bolt pattern. But first, I'm going to take this outer hoop off of the Can-Am sectors, and I'm going to make a complete set of beadlocks in the offset and the bolt pattern that fits all my cars. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to be able to use those old parts. And then I also found like 4 fronts and 4 rears. So all these are different offsets, or all these are different widths, not all, but half and half, and then half of the wrong bolt pattern. But long story short, what I'm saying is I have parts to make 3 complete sets of wheels here, and I'm going to disassemble and reassemble them all to get them in the combination that I want. The issue is like Rocky Mountain they get the only like real inventory that Douglas makes, because Douglas has just not been able to keep up with inventory or demands or anything. So, and I just love their wheel. I like them better than any other wheels I've got. And so, so I got like one that was this and then one that was that. And the great thing about Sectors is they're a true 3-piece wheel and you can disassemble them. So you just have to have a rear piece, a center, and a front piece to build a complete wheel. So I think I have what I need. I'm actually missing 2 more still in shipment. There's only 6 wheels here, but I got 2 more coming, 2 more of this style that are on the way. They shipped just from a different warehouse. But it's just this weird combination. They didn't have any like complete sets on the shelf, so they couldn't really sell them. So I've just come up with this deal where I got like 2, 2, and 4, and 6 of different shapes and sizes, and I'm gonna make the wheels that I want. And the leftover wheels that I can't use are gonna be K&M bolt pattern, but I'm gonna sell them to another member of our group that also likes Douglas wheels and has a Can-Am. So I think it's gonna work out, but it's not done yet. It takes a long time. It's a whole lot of bolts, and you gotta get them all torqued just right and sealed up and everything for that to work. But I'm gonna do it because I love those wheels. And then I'll start mounting everything back up on the tires that I need, so. All right, so did some work on the RS1. So, well, first of all, took the 4-seater to Waynoka, Oklahoma. There's a guy there that, his name's Alan. He's the one that did these cut tires for Brooklyn's car, and I like him, but he's also a Polaris certified technician, and he's doing that transmission swap for me on the 4-seater. So I got Brooklyn's car and the RS1 in here. Put these UTV Inc doors on the RS1. They're okay. I can't say I love them. They're a little bit of a crude design in my opinion, and some of the stuff just isn't perfect, and the instructions were not very good, but they're on. I think they look good if you don't mind a 2-inch gap and stuff like that in some places, but in my opinion, the lines are a little more complete. So I'm gonna get this thing to Waynoka. I think there's somebody in Alva that I'm gonna have wrap it, and it's just gonna be wrapped really just solid red is kind of what I'm looking at. Put in some Simpson harnesses because I like these harnesses a lot better, mostly because I love Simpson's buckle. They have a 1-piece for left and right that buckles the lap belt and the shoulder belt at the same time. Also put in the new button for the rugged radios because before it was over here and it's very difficult to reach. So just some minor stuff. About to change the oil on this thing too before I take it. Brooklyn's car's on the lift. I have not received her rear differential, but I have received parts for it. So I've kind of got most of it, but not all of it. The differential itself, of course, is the biggest piece still missing. But I got the drive shaft, got the sway bar, some other things required for that. And I started, check it out, I started my tool stuff. I got some Milwaukee tools. I was talking about different types of tools in some of my videos, and I'm finally stocking. Let's see, I don't even know where it all is. I haven't figured out my drawer layout yet. But I got some new tool organizers. They came with these trays that I just don't like the way they're organized, you know, so I'm gonna put some new, I got some new organizers that I think is gonna help me lay these things out. But anyways, that's kind of cool. I'm excited about tools, and I'm officially rolling on the completion of my tires and wheels switcheroo. Got these polished Kaisers back. I just had my buddy Lance touch them up because they were kind of dull. Thing about polished aluminum is it gets real dull in the sand after really just a few rides. It's noticeable. So well, I had them off. Those were the ones on Carter's car with these STU 1300s on the rear, and these STU Razorbacks were on the front. So I think I'm going to switch that and put the Blackbirds and Tributes on those Kaiser wheels. And then doing some other stuff with the rest of these Douglas wheels. I'm doing a whole video on tires and a whole video on wheels. And there's some more up there. these are already mounted up. So these were some cheap cast heavy wheels that came on my 4-seater used when I bought them. And I just went ahead and put these uncut STU desert tracks on. Really for the R-Max. One of the R-Maxes will do fine with these. It's pretty heavy combo because it's not cut and it's not a lightweight wheel. But it's pretty durable, so I'll be able to make use of these, I think. If nothing else, they'll just kind of be hanging around the shop as extras out there because they're not strictly a sand tire. They do okay in some other terrain. But anyways, I got a new trailer, so I'm moving this my tools over and get my drum, and I'm mounting some stuff on the walls and everything in here, getting all that switched over. These are the seats and harnesses I showed you, I think, a minute ago for the 4-seater. And what else? I think that's it for now. I'm about to get into this oil change for the RS1, and then I'm going to start digging into Brooklyn's rear differential. I just really would feel better if I had the differential in my hands before I take our car apart. So my tire racks are kind of empty other than the old SS360s here. I have not set these tools where they need to be yet, but I'm gonna figure out kind of my orientation. I'm gonna do the same setup there as I do in here. So both workstations are pretty complete feeling. I did run to Waynoka and back just for a minute. All I did was take the 4-seater to Waynoka, dropped it off to Alan, and got him started on that transmission. And he's also putting on the HCR arms, and he's sent me pictures of making good progress on that. So, and I did do a little bit of work as well. Checked on the job site, and it's pretty neat. Got some more pole barns going up, and lots more power wire and stuff like that getting ran as well. So good to have the utility companies on site. That's really it for this week. I rode just for seriously, like a 30-minute ride one time, a night ride when some of my homies were showing up as I was leaving. So we went on a quick night ride with Johnny, and Junior rode with me. So I didn't take my GoPro or anything, so I don't have any footage of that, but that's it for this week. Next week I might have new edition coming. We'll see. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen yet, but any week now. See y'all. Like and subscribe. Bye.